Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We finally can unlock level 100 in Where Winds Meet, which also means we can now use level 96 gear. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing everything you need to know on what you should do as soon as you kind of go through this capstone and unlock the ability to hit level 100. You're going to get a lot of new items and a lot of new things that you have to focus on, so it can get a little bit complicated, but again, that's what this video is all about. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some of the first things you should do once you hit the ability to unlock level 100. So first things first, one of the very first things you should be doing is going and using your energy. Chances are, if you timed it out right, once you hit that capstone, you'll probably be close to max energy, hopefully, where you can then start pushing your level from 95 to at least level 96. What you want to do is hit at least 96 because then you can start utilizing that level 96 gear. Plus, there is a brand new joint battle, and you can now face off the Dragon Scale Tamer and Fang Ruzi in this overall sword trial, which again drops even more goodies as well as some of these shells, so you can make sure that your new level 96 gear is tuned the way you want it to be. You could also just go through the whole retuning process and basically adjust your level 91 gear to 96, but for the sake of this video, let's just go ahead and talk more so about spending this energy and hitting at least level 96 as your top priority. With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump in and do this sword trial. Once you complete the sword trial, you're going to get a handful of gear chests, which will let you take your shot at your first attempt of level 96 gear. Keep in mind too that now that you're level 96 and the update is now live, the season shop is going to be updated, which means you can now stock up on tier 96 gear chests. I already did this, didn't have a ton of luck, but again, now that you're level 96, prioritize getting some gear, and if you have a decent piece of gear with a nice attribute, go ahead and do some tuning, and cross your fingers and hope for the best. Again, we're going to be at tier 96 gear for quite some time, so don't stress if you don't get the perfect piece early on. The real goal is just to get decked out in tier 96 decently tuned gear that will help you get up to level 100. Once you're level 100, you can really min-max and get the perfect build that kind of caters towards your playstyle. The only other thing I wanted to call out regarding gear, again, it's just a quick reminder that we talked about how you can get these different pieces just through kind of using your energy and that weekly store. But when it comes to these items right here, including the thumb ring and the bow, you're going to have to craft these. So it's important to take a closer look at some of these new items, just so you can make sure you can kind of go after the required ingredients to craft these items. As you can see, there's some new kind of just hidden mountain specific resources you're going to have to start gathering and purchase from some certain NPCs, which will help you get to what you need to craft these different items. Again, there are chances to kind of get these recipes just by doing the sword trial, so again, I really do recommend doing that. That covers gear, but it's a friendly reminder to us too that not only new gear is needed once you hit that level cap, you're also going to have to actually upgrade your martial arts themselves. So currently I'm level 96. If I go ahead and go to my Infernal Twin Blades, it's a friendly reminder that we're going to have to go ahead and break through these as well. And it's very, very important because take a look at some of these bonuses. Every single weapon across the board is going to have a pretty decent sized buff, so I do highly recommend that you prioritize this as one of your earlier upgrades if you are limited on resources. And if you are limited on resources, do what you have to do to get those specific items to upgrade as much as possible. For example, this Mortal Rope Dart, I'm going to need some of these bamboo cut wingtips. If you've been playing quite a bit in the past, chances are you already have a handful of these stocked up. I mean, I've got these consumables right here, and it's very, very easy to get these. Go ahead, hit that breakthrough, watch your martial mastery skyrocket up, upgrade it all you can, and get ready for the next level. Next up, again, not only martial arts can be upgraded, but also your actual gear itself. Let's go ahead and go over to the Enhance tab this time. and upgrade as much as possible. Again, these all can be maxed out, and once you equip level 96 gear, you can upgrade them even further. Personally, I love DPS. I'm a damage build, so I'm going to focus on upgrading these weapons first. But again, keep a close eye on NPC stores and that weekly shop, because there's going to be a list of very unique resources that you're going to have to gather in order to upgrade these, and you really want to upgrade them as quickly as possible just to make sure your character is maxed out as quickly as possible. Other than that, it's another friendly reminder, and again, it's been a while, right? But our arsenal can now get filled with tier 91 gear. What I like to do as I slowly upgrade my gear to level 96, I like to drop my outdated gear right into this arsenal. Some of you guys may struggle kind of replacing certain pieces, and that's totally fine. Because remember, at the end of the day, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. We're going to have a lot of time with tier 96 gear, so don't stress out if you don't get the perfect pieces early on. Lastly, I did want to do a call out in regards to the new talents that are now available. Again, all of these guys help your martial mastery and just overall damage output and survivability. It's very easy to get these talent points. Chances are that you already have a ton of them. I already had these before the update even went live. And again, if you've been playing every day, I strongly believe that you guys will be in the same situation. But take a look at this. We're talking about max HP, attribute bonuses, overall affinity rate, crit chance, everything across the board. So again, make sure you prioritize your talents, your new gear, and develop, because your martial mastery is going to skyrocket, which will help you take on not only the story mode bosses, world bosses, but everything else in between. Thanks again for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe, and have fun with all the new content in Where Winds Meet 2.0. Catch you guys later.